Data. Information in raw or unorganized forms, such as alphabets, numbers, or symbols, that refers to or represents conditions, ideas, or objects. Data is limitless and present everywhere in the universe. Computer symbols are signals that are input stores and processed by a computer. The word data is plural for data. When data are processed in a given context so as to make them useful, they are called information. Data are characteristics or information, usually numerical, that are collected through observation. In a more technical sense, data is a set of values of qualitative and quantitative variables about one or more persons or objects, while a datum, singular for data, is a single value of a single variable. Although the term data and information are often used interchangeably, these terms have distinct meanings. In some popular publications, data is sometimes said to be transferred into information when it is viewed in context of or in post-analysis. In academic treatments of the subject, however, data are simply units of information. Data is the name given to basic facts and entities such as name and numbers. The main examples of data are weights, prices, cost, number of items sold, employee names, product names, address, tax codes, registration marks, etc. Data is the raw material that can be processed by any computing machine. Communication. The word communication comes from the Latin word communicare. It is meaning to make common. It is used in a common talk, usually to a man speaking or writing or sending a message to another person. Communication is really much more than that. It involves ensuring that you yourself take care to receive, understand, interpret, and respond to messages that are sent to you. Communication is the passing of information. Communication is necessary for better performance of job. A manager works through the cooperation of others. Therefore, he should communicate the policies, plans, programs, or of management to the workers. Communication ends only when it reaches the destination. Communication is also part of the function of management. Literally, communication means to inform, to tell, or to show, or to spread information. It creates confidence among the human beings and enhances good industrial relations. Meaning and definition of communication. Meaning: communication is a process through which an information, idea, or opinion is transferred to more number of persons. If information is communicated to only one person, it will be also be termed as a communication. Communication is a means of linking people to achieve a common purpose by transferring from one person to another person. It includes not only transfer of information but also transfer of understanding. The information has to be understood the same way as is intended by the sender of definition. Kunj and Virich. Communication is the transfer of information from a sender to a receiver with the information being understood by the receiver. Terry and Franklin. Communication is the art of developing and attaining understanding between people. It is the process of exchanging information and feeling between two or more people, and it is essential to effective management. Gordon, Monday, and Sharplin and Premax. Communication is the transfer of information, ideas, understanding, or feeling between the people. Stoner and Wankel. Communication is the process by which people attempt to share meaning by the transmission of symbolic messages. Kunju O'Donnell. Communication is an interaction by words, letters, symbols, or messages signed in a way that one organization members shares meaning and understanding with another. Newman and Summer. Communication is an exchange of facts, ideas, opinions, or emotions by two or more persons. Alan Lewis A. Communication is a sum of all things one person does when he wants to create understanding in the minds of another. It involves a systematic and continuous process of telling, listening, and understanding. George Vardaman, purposive interchanging resulting in a workable understanding and agreement between the sender and the receiver of the message. Robert Anderson, communication is interchange of thoughts, opinions, or information by speech, writing, or sign. Keith Davis, communication is a process of passing information and understanding from one person to another person. DMC Farmland, communication may be broadly defined as the process of meaningful interaction among the human beings. More specifically, it is the process by which meaning or perceived and understood is reached among the human beings. Peter Little, communication is the process by which information is passed between the individuals and or organization by means of previously organized symbols. Charles E. Redfield, communication is the broad field of human interchange of facts and opinions and not the technologies of telephone or telegram and radio. Theo Hyman, communication fundamentals and vital to all managerial actions is the process of imparting ideas and making oneself understanding by the others. Billy J. Hedge, communication can be thought of as an attempt to achieve as completed and as accurate an understanding as possible between two or more people. It is an act characterized by a desire in one or more individuals to exchange information, ideas, or feelings. This desire is implemented by using symbols, signs, actions, and pictures, as well as other verbal and non-verbal elements in speaking and writing. William Scott. Communication is a process which involves the transmission and accurate replication of ideas ensured by a feedback for the purpose of eliciting actions which will be accomplished. Features of communication: two-way process, information sharing and understanding, verbal and non-verbal, circular flow, goal-oriented, continuous process, pervasive activity. It is everywhere. It is continuous. It involves the sharing of meaning. It contains predictable elements. It occurs at more than one level. It occurs amongst the both equals and unequals. Advantages and disadvantages of oral communication. Advantages of oral communication: time saving, quick feedback, application in special areas, powerful means of persuasion and control, saving money, effective for all, more reliable, flexibility, complete understanding. Disadvantages of oral communication: emotion, no legal validity, absence of permanent record, problems for distance people, unsuitable for lengthy messages, confused speech, greater chance of misunderstanding, desertion of meaning, uneasiness to fix responsibility, risk of leak of secret information. Communication process: the sender encodes the message and the receiver decodes it, and the response again it is followed through the feedback. This is the chain of communication process. Communication process. Communication is a continuous process which mainly involves three elements: voice, sender, message, and receiver. The elements involved in the communication process are explained below in detail. First one, sender. The sender or the communicator generates the messages and conveys it to the receiver. He is the source and the one who starts the communication. Message. It is the idea, information, view, fact, feeling, etc. that is generated by the sender and is then intended to be communicated further. Encoding. The message generated by the sender is encoded symbolically, such as in the form of words, pictures, gestures, etc. before it is being conveyed. Media. It is the manner in which the encoded message is transmitted. The message may be transmitted orally or in writing. The medium of communication includes telephones, internet, post, fax, emails, etc. The choice of medium is decided by the sender. Decoding. It is the process of converting the symbol encoded by the sender after decoding the message is received by the receiver. Receiver. He is the person who is the last in the chain and for whom the message was sent by the sender. Once the receiver receives the messages and understands it in a proper perspective and acts according to the message, only then the purpose of communication is successful. Feedback. Once the receiver confirms to the sender that he has received the message and understood it, the process of communication is completed. Data communication. Data communication refers to the exchange of data between a source and a receiver via form of transmission media such as a wire cable. Data communication is said to be local if communicating devices are in the same building or a similarly restricted geographical area. For data communication to occur, the communicating devices must be part of a communication system made up of a combination of hardware, physical equipments, and software programs. The effectiveness of a data communication system depends on four fundamental characteristics: delivery, accuracy, timeliness, and jitter. First one, delivery. The system must deliver the data to the correct destination. Data must be received by the intended device or user and only by that device or user. Accuracy. The system must deliver the data accurately. Data that have been altered in transmission and left uncorrected and unusable. Timeliness. The system must deliver the data in a timely manner. Data delivered late or useless. In the case of video and audio, timely delivery means delivering data as they are produced in the same order that they are produced and without significant delay. This kind of delivery is called as real-time transmission. Jitter. Jitter refers to the variation in the packet arrival time. It is the uneven delay in the delivery of audio or video packets. Basic network devices. The basic network devices are classified into various categories such as repeater, hub, bridge, switch, router, gateway, and browser. In this slide, you can also see the various photographs of the basic network devices in four images. Repeater. Repeater is a network device used to regenerate or replicate the data signals. Repeaters are used in data communication system to regenerate analog or digital signals distorted by transmission loss. The function of a repeater is to receive incoming signals or a packet of data, regenerate these signals to their original strength, and retransmit them. Repeaters also remove the unwanted noise in an incoming signals. Hub. A hub is basically a multi-port repeater. A hub connects multiple wires coming from different branches. For example, the connector is in a star topology which connects different stations. Hubs cannot filter data, so data packets are sent to all connected devices. In other words, collision of domain of all hosts connected through a hub remains one. Also, they do not have intelligence to find out the best path of data packets, which leads to inefficiencies and wastages. Types of hubs. Active hub. These are the hubs which have their own power supply and can clean, boost, and relay the signals along with the network. It serves both as a repeater as well as a wiring center. These are used to extend maximum distance between the nodes. Passive hubs. These are the hubs which collect wiring from nodes and power supply from active hub. These hubs really signals onto the network without cleaning and boosting them, and cannot be used to extend distance between the nodes. Bridge. A bridge is used to create segments in a network. Bridges reduce the amount of traffic on local area network by dividing it into two segments. Think of an office with different departments. There are departments that communicate with each other regularly, and there are those that rarely need something from each other. A bridge can connect to two departments that transfer data regularly while separate the others that do not. A bridge can connect similar type of network segments using a same protocol. Gateway. A gateway is a data communication device used to connect to two or more dissimilar networks that use different protocols. Switch. Switch is a small hardware device that joins multiple computers together within one local area network LAN. A switch is a kind of multi-port connecting device which filters the incoming data packets and forwards its intended destination through the network. A switch is considered more advantage than a hub because a switch will only send a message to the device that needs or requests it rather than the broadcasting the same message to each hub it supports. Router. Router is another network communication device that forwards data packets from one network to another network. In the home or small offices, a wireless router is commonly used to direct traffic to and from the internet. It combines a router, networking switch, and Wi-Fi in one box. Router is a device like a switch that routes data packets based on their IP addresses. Router is mainly a network layer device. Routers normally connect LANs and WANs together and have a dynamically updating routing table based on which they make decisions and on routing the data packets. Router divided broadcast domains of hosts connected through it. A router is a networking device that forwards data packets between computer networks. Router performs the traffic directing functions on the internet. Data is sent through the internet, such as a web page or email, is in the form of data packets. A packet is typically forwarded from one router to another router row the networks that constitute an internet network the internet until it reaches its destination node. Gateway. A gateway, as the name suggests, it is a passage to connect to two networks together that may work upon different networking modes. They basically works as the messages agents that take data from one system, interpret it, and transfer it to another system. Gateway are also called as protocol robots and can operate at a network layer. Gateways are generally more complex than switch or router. A gateway is a piece of networking hardware used to in telecommunication or telecommunication networks that allows data to flow from one discrete network to another. Gateways are distinct from routers or switches, that is, they communicate using more than one protocol to connect a branch of network and can operate at any of the seven layers of the open system interconnection model. Browser. A web browser, commonly referred to as a browser, is a software application for accessing information on the World Wide Web. When a user requests a web page from a particular website, the web browser retrieves the necessary contents from a web server and then displays the page on the screen. A web browser is not the same thing as a search engine, though the two often confused. For a user, a search engine is just a website such as Google Search, Bing, or DuckDuckGo that stores searchable data about the other websites. However, to connect a website server and display its web pages, a user must have a web browser installed. Browsers are used on a range of devices, including desktop, laptop, tablets, and smartphones. In 2019, an estimated 4.5 billion of people used a browser. The most used browser is Google Chrome, with a 60% of global market share on all devices, followed by Safari with 18%. Modem. Modem stands for modulator, demodulator. Computer uses modem for data transfer from one computer network to another computer network through the telephone lines. It is an electronic device that converts computer digital information into analog carriers, signals, and vice versa. Modulator converts digital signals into analog signals at the transmitting ends, and demodulator converts the same from the analog digital to digital receiving end. The process of converting analog signals of one computer to network into digital signals of another computer network so that they can be processed by receiving computer is referred as digitizing. Data transmission speed. Bandwidth of a communication system refers to its data transfer rate, amount of data that it can be transferred per unit of a time. It is analogous to a road's width. Wider a road, the more traffic it can handle in a given time. Similarly, higher the bandwidth of a communication system, the more data it can be transferred in a given time. Bandwidth is measured in bits per second, also called baud. Generally, a baud is identically to bits per second. Hence, a rate of 300 bauds means 300 bits per second. However, technically, bauds refers to a number of signal changes per second. Based on a data transmission speed, there are three basic categories of communication channels: pass, narrowband. Narrowband or subwise grade channel have a speed in the range of 45 to 300 mode. Lower speed devices and communication systems for a low data volumes use narrow channels. Wisebond. Wisebond channels have a speed up to 9600 watts. Their major application is ordinarily telephone voice communication. Hence, the name of Wisebond. Communication system for data transmission from slow input-output devices to CPU or vice versa used Wisebond channels. Broadband. Broadband channels have speed of 1 million baud or more. Communication system for transmission of a large volume of data at high speed, such as high speed computer to computer communication of data transmission to several different devices simultaneously. Use broadband channel. broadband channels. Cost of data transmissions also increasingly with speed. Hence, a thorough analysis of business needs and associated costs is necessary to make a proper choice of communication channel for an application. Transmission modes or types. Transmission mode in computer networks. Transmission modes refers to the mechanism of transferring of data between two devices connected over a network. It is also called as a communication mode. These modes direct to the direction of flow of information. There are three types of transmission modes. They are simplex mode, half duplex mode, and full duplex mode. Simplex mode. In this type of transmission mode, data can be sent only in one direction, that is communication in unidirectional. We cannot send a message back to the sender. Unidirectional communication is done in simplex system where we just need to send a command signal and do not expect any response back. Examples of simplex mode are loudspeakers, television broadcasting, television and remote, keyboard and monitor, etc. Half duplex mode. Half duplex data transmission means that the data can be transmitted in both directions on a single carrier, but not at the same time. For example, on a local area network using a technology that has a half duplex transmission, one workstation can send data on the line and then immediately receive the data on the line from the some directions in which data was just transmitted. Hence, after duplex transmission implies a bidirectional bidirectional line, one that can carry data in both directions, but data can be sent in any one direction at a time. Example of half duplex is a walkie-talkie, in which message is sent one at a time, but messages are sent in both the directions. Full duplex mode. Full duplex mode in full duplex system, we can send data in both directions as it is bidirectional at the same time. In other words, data can be sent in both directions simultaneously. Examples of a telephone line using which both can talk and listen at the same time. In full duplex mode, there can be two lines, one of sending the data for receiving the data. Data representation techniques. Information today comes in different forms such as text, numbers, images, audio, and video. First, text. In data communication, text is represented as a bit pattern, a sequence of bits, operating system, or outputs and inputs. Different sets of bit patterns have been designed to represent text symbols. Each set is called a code, and the process of representing symbols is called coding. Today, the prevalent coding system is called as Unicode, which is uses 32 bits to represent a symbol or character used in any language in the world. The American Standard Codes for Information Interchange, developed some decades ago in the United States, now constitute the first 127 characters in Unicode and is also referred to the Basic Latin. Numbers. Numbers are also represented by bits patterns. However, a code such as ASCII is not used to represent numbers. The number is directly converted to a binary number or a simple mathematical operations. Images. Images are also represented by bits patterns. In its simplest form, an image is composed of a matrix of picture elements where each pixel is a small dot. The size of the pixel depends on the resolution. For example, an image can be divided into 1000 pixels or 10,000 pixels. In the second case, there is a better representation of the image, better resolution, but more memory is needed to store the image. After an image is divided into pixels. Each pixel is assigned to a bit pattern. The data size and value of the pattern depend on the image. For an image made on of only black and white dots, example chessboard, the 1 bit pattern is enough to represent the pixel. If an image is not made of pure white and pure black pixels, you can increase the size of the bit patterns to include grayscale. For example, to show 4 levels of a grayscale, you can use 2-bit pattern. A black pixel can be represented by 00. A dark gray pixel is by 01. A light gray pixel is by 10, and a white pixel by 11. There are several methods to represent color images. One method is called RGB. So called because such a each color is made of a combination of three primary colors: red, green, and blue. The intensity of each color is measured, and a bit pattern is assigned to it. Another method is called YCM, in which a color is made of a combination of three other primary colors: yellow, cyan, and magenta. Audio. Audio refers to the recording or broadcasting of sound or music. Audio is by nature different from text, numbers, or images. It is a continuous, not discrete. Even when we use a microphone to change voice or music to an electronic signals, we can create a continuous signals. Video. Video refers to the recording of or broadcasting of a picture or movie. Video can either be produced a continuous entity, example by a TV camera, or it can be a combination of images such as a discrete entity arranged to convey the idea of motion. Again, we can change the video to a digital or an analog signals. Transmission media. In the network communication, a transmission media is a physical connection or interface between the transmitters and the receiver. There are two major categories of transmission media, namely guided and wireless or unguided. A transmission medium is sometimes that can mediate the propagation of a signals for the purpose of telecommunication. Signals are typically imposed on a wave of some kind of suitable for the chosen medium. Transmission media can be divided into two categories: guided media and unguided media. Again, the guided media can be divided into three categories: twisted pair cable, coaxial cable, fiber optic cables. Unguided media, radio, microwave, uh, satellite. Twisted pair. Twisted pair is a physically media made of a pair of cables twisted with each other. A twisted pair cable is cheap as compared to other transmission media. Installation of the twisted pair cable is easy, and it is a lightweight cable. The frequency range of for twisted pair cable is from 0 to 3.5 kHz. A twisted pair consists of two insulated copper wires arranged in a regular spiral pattern. The degree of reduction in noise interference is determined by the number of turns per foot. Increasing the number of turns per foot decrease the noise in interference. Twisted pairs, unshielded twisted pairs, and shielded twisted pairs. Unshielded twisted pair. An unshielded twisted pair is widely used in telecommunication. Following are the categories of the unshielded twisted pairs cables. Category 1. Category 1 is used for telephone lines that have low speed data. Category 2. It can be supported up to 4 Mbps. Category 3. It can be supported to 16 Mbps. Category 4. It can be supported up to 20 Mbps. Therefore, it can be used for a long distance communication. Category 5, it can be supported up to 200 Mbps. Advantages of unshielded twisted pair. It is cheaper. Installation of the unshielded twisted pair is easy. It can be used for a high-speed local area network. Disadvantage: this cable can only by be used for shorter distances because of attenuation. Shielded twisted pairs. A shielded twisted pair is a cable that contains the mesh surrounding the wire that allows the higher transmission rate. Characteristics of shielded twisted pair. The cost of the shielded twisted pair cable is not very high and not very low. And installation of STP is easy. It has a higher capacity of as compared to unshielded twisted pair cable. It has a higher attenuation. It is a shielded that provided the higher data transmission rate. Disadvantage: it is more expensive as compared to UTP and coaxial cable. It has a higher attenuation rate. Coaxial cable. A coaxial cable is a very commonly used transmission media. For example, TV wire is usually a coaxial cable. The name of the cable is a coaxial as it contains two conductors parallel to each other. It has a higher frequency as compared to twisted pair cable. The inner conductor of the coaxial cable is made up of copper, and the outer conductor is made up of copper mesh. The middle core is made up of non-conductive core that separates the inner conductor from the outer conductor. The middle core is responsible for the data transferring, whereas the copper mesh prevents the EMI electromagnetic interference. Coaxial cable is of two types based on transmission. It is defined as the process of transmitting a single or a signal at high speed. Broadband transmission. It is defined as the process of transmitting multiple signals simultaneously. Advantage of coaxial cable. The data can be transmitted at high speed. It has better shade as compared to twisted pair cable. It provides higher bandwidth. Disadvantage: coaxial cable. It is more expensive as compared to twisted pair cables. It any fault to occur in the cable causes the failure in the entire network. Fiber optic cable. Fiber optic cable is a cable that uses electrical signals for communication. Fiber optic is a cable that holds the optical fibers coated in a plastic that are used to send the data by pulses of light. The plastic coating protects the optical fiber from heated, cold, electromagnetic interferences from other types of wiring. Fiber optics provides faster data transmission than copper wires. Core. The optical fiber consists of narrow strand of glass and plastic known as a core. A core is a light transmission area of the fiber. The more the area of the core, the more light will be transmitted into the fiber. Cladding. The concentrate layer of glass is known as a cladding. The main function of the cladding is to provide a lower a refractive index at the core interfaces as to cause the reflection within the core so that the light waves are the transmitted through the fiber. Jacket is the protective coating consisting of plastic is known as a jacket. The main purpose of a jacket is to preserve the fiber strengths, absorb shocks, and extra fiber protection. Greater bandwidth. The fiber optic cable provides more bandwidth as compared to copper. Therefore, the fiber optic carries more data as compared to the copper cables. Faster speed. Fiber optic cables carries the data in the form of light. This allows the fiber optics cable to carry the signals at a high speed, longer distances. The fiber optic cables carries the data at a longer distances as compared to the cable. Better reliability. The fiber optic cables is more reliable than the copper cable as it is immune to any temperature changes while it can be cause obstructions in the connectivity of copper cable. Thinner and sturdier. Fiber optic cables is the thinner and lighter in the weight, so it can withstand more pull pressure than the copper cables. And unguided media. The features of wireless or unguided transmission media are that signals gets broadcast without any guided medium through the air and is less secure. There are three types of wireless transmission medias: radio waves, infrareds, microwaves. The advantage of unguided transmission media includes the following. They are useful in wireless remote to accessing methods. Network can be expanded without distributing the current users. The disadvantages of includes potential security issues. They have limited speed compared to the guided transmission media. Modem and its working. The features of wireless unguided transmission media are that signals gets broadcast without any guided medium through the air and is less secure. There are three types of wireless transmission cables: radio waves, infrared waves, microwaves. The advantage of unguided transmission media includes the following. They are useful in wireless remote access methods. Networks can be expanded without disturbing the current users. The disadvantages including potential security issues. They have limited speed compared to the guided transmission media. The modem and the transmitting units converts the digital signals generated by DTE into the analog signals by modulating a carrier. This mode at the receiving the end demodulates the carriers and hand over the demodulated digital signals to the DTE. The transmission medium between the two modems can be dedicated circuits or a switched telephone circuits. If a switched telephone circuit is used, then the modems are connected to the located telephone exchanges. Whenever data transmission is required, connects between the modem is established through the telephone exchanges. Characteristics of modem. The speed of the modem is measured in bps, means bits per second. Data transfer speed can be increased by using techniques of data compression. If we are using a modem having auto answering facility, then our modem will be able to attend the calls even in our absence. Modems work basically in two modems. One is voice mode and another one is data mode. In voice mode, modems acts like a simple telephone, but in data mode, modems acts as a simple modem. These types of modems have a switch which is helpful in changing the mode, that is from voice mode to data mode and from data mode to voice mode. For voice communication, loudspeakers and microphones is implemented in the modem. Some modems have the ability to compress data. The- these modems compress data before sending it to improve the data transfer rates. But there must be a similar technical technology modem to decompress the data at the receiver end. These are there are basically three types of modems. All these three types of are discussed in detail below. External modems, internal modems, PCM, CIA modem. Types of network: personal area network (PAN), local area network (LAN), wireless area network WLAN, campus area network CAN, metropolitan area network MAN, wide area network WAN, Storage area network SAN, uh, system area network also known as SAN, passive optical local area network OLAN, enterprise private network VPN, virtual private network VPN, personal area network PAN, the smallest and most basic type of network. A PAN is made up of a wireless modem, a computer or two phones, printers, tables, etc., and revolves around the person in one building. These are types of networks typically found in small offices or residences, and more are managed by one person or organization from a single device. Local area network. We are confident that you have heard of these two types of network before. LANs are the most frequently discussed networks. One of the most common, one of the most original, and one of the simplest types of network. LANs connected groups of computers and low voltage devices together across the distances with a building or between a group of two or three buildings in close proximity to each other to share information and resources. Enterprises typically manage and maintain LANs. Using routers, LANs can connect to wide area networks, WAN explained below, to rapidly and safely transfer data. Wireless local area network WLAN. Functioning is like LAN. WLAN makes use of wireless network technologies such as Wi-Fi. The typically sees in the same type of applications as LAN. These types of networks do not require that devices rely on physical cables to connect the network. Campus area network. Larger than LANs but smaller than metropolitan area networks. MANs explained below. These types of networks are typically seen in universities, large K-12 school districts, or small businesses. They can be spread across several buildings that are fairly close to each other, so users can share. Metropolitan area network (MAN). These type of networks are larger than the LANs but smaller than the WANs, and incorporate elements from both types of networks. MAN span an entire geographical area, typically a town or city, but sometimes a campus. Ownership and maintenance is handled by either a single person or a company or a local council or a large company, etc. Wide area network. 1. Slightly more complex than LAN or a WAN connects computers together across the longer physical distances. This allows computers and low voltage devices to be remotely connected to each other over the large network to communicate, even when they are miles apart. The internet is the most basic example of WAN, connecting all computers together around the world because of the WAN wastage. It is typically owned and maintained by multiple administration or the public. Storage area network. As directed high-speed network that connects shared pools of storage devices to several servers. These types of networks do not rely on a LAN or WAN. Instead, they move storage resources away from the network and place them in their own high-performance network. SANs can be accessed in the same fashion a drive attached to a server. Types of storage area networks includes converged, virtual, and unfiled SANs. System area network, also known as SAN. This term is fairly new within the past 2 decades. It is used to explain relatively local area network that is designed to provide high-speed connection in several server-to-server applications, cluster environments, storage and area network called as SANs as well, and processor to processor applications. The computer connects on SAN operates a single system at very high speed. Passive optical local area network (POLAN) as an alternative to traditional switch-based Ethernet LANs. POLAN technology can be integrated into structured combination of overcome concerns about the supporting traditional Ethernet protocols and networks applications such as PoE power over Ethernet, a point to multi point LAN architecture. Poland uses optical splitters to split an optical signal from one strand to of single mode optical fiber into multiple signal to servers, users, and devices. Enterprise private network (EPN). These type of networks are built and owned by business that was the to securely connect it to various locations to share the computer resources. Virtual private networks. By extending a private network across the network, internet, a VPN lets its users send and receive data as if the devices were connected to the private network, even if they were not. Through a virtual point-to-point connection, users can access a private network remotely. LAN network topology, bus topology, ring topology, star topology, mesh topology, hybrid topology, tree topology. Bus topology is a type of network type in which every computer and network devices is connected to a single cable. When it is exactly two endpoints, then it is called as a linear bus topology. Features: it transmits data only in one direction. Every device is connected to a single cable. Advantages of bus topology: it is cost effective. Cable required is least compared to other network topologies. Used in a small network, it is easy to understand, easy to expand running two cables together. Disadvantages: cables fails, then whole cable fails. If network traffic is heavy or nodes are more, the performance of the network decreases. Cables has a limited length. It is slower than the ring topology. Ring topology. It is called ring topology because it forms a ring as each computer is connected to another computer with the last one connected to the first. Exactly two drivers for each device. Features of ring topology. A number of repeaters are used for ring topology with large number of nodes because if someone wants to send some data to the last node in the ring topology with 100 nodes, then the data will have to pass through 99 nodes to reach the 100 nodes. And so to prevent the data loss, repeaters are used in the network. The transmission is unidirectional, but it can be made bidirectional by having two connections between the each network node. It is called as a dual ring topology. In dual ring topology, two rings networks are formed and data flow is in opposite directions in them. Also, if one ring fails, the second ring can act as a backup to keep the network up. Data is transferred in sequential manner, that is bit by bit. Data transmission has to pass the through each node of the network till the destination node. Advantage of ring topology. First one, transmitting network is not affected by high traffic or by adding more nodes, as only the nodes having token can transmit data. Cheap to install and expand. Disadvantage: troubleshooting is difficult in ring topology. The adding, deleting computers disturb the network activity. Failure of one computer disturb the whole network. Star topology. In this type of topology, all the computers are connected to a single hub through a cable. This hub is the central node and all the other nodes are connected to the central node. Features of star topology. Every node has its own dedicated connections to the hub. Hub acts as a repeater for data flow. Can be used with twisted pairs, optical fiber, or coaxial cable. Advantage of star topology. Fast performance with few nodes and low network traffic. Hub can be upgraded easily, easy to troubleshoot, easy to set up and modify. Only that node is affected which has failed. Rest of the nodes can be work smoothly. Disadvantage of star topology. Cost of installation is high, expensive to use. If the hub fails, then the whole network is stopped because all the nodes depend on the hub. Performance is based on the hub that is depend on the its capacity. Mesh topology. It is a point-to-point connection to other nodes or drives. All the network nodes are connected to each other. Mesh has physical channels to link devices. There are two techniques to transmit data over the mesh topology. They are routing and flooding. Mesh topology routing. In routing, the nodes have a routing logic as per the network requirements, like routing logic to direct the data to reach the destination using the shortest destination, or routing logic which has information about the broken links and it avoids the road etc. We can even have routing logic to configure the failed nodes. Next topology, flooding. In flooding, the same data is transmitted to all the network nodes, hence no routing logic is required. The network is robust and it is very unlikely to lose the data, but it leads to unwanted load over the network. Types of mesh topology. Partial mesh topology. In this topology, some of the systems are connected in the same fashion as mesh topology, but some devices are only connected to two or three devices. Full mesh topology. Each and every nodes or devices are connected to each other. Features of mesh topology. Fully connected, robust, not flexible. Advantage of mesh topology. Each connection can carry its own data load. It is robust. Fault is diagnosed easily. Provides security and privacy. Disadvantage of mesh topology. Installation and configuration is difficult. Cabling cost is more. Tree topology. It has a root node and all other nodes are connected to it, forming a hierarchy. It is also called as hierarchical topology. It should at least have three levels to the hierarchy. Features of tree topology. Ideal if workstations are located in groups used in wide area network. Advantage of tree topology. Extension of bus and star topologies. Expansion of nodes is possible and is easily managed and maintained. Error detection is easily done. Disadvantage tree topology. Heavily cabled, costly. If more nodes are added, maintenance is difficult. Central hub fails, network fails. Hybrid topology. It is two different types of topologies, which is a mixture of two or more topologies. For example, if in an office, in one department, ring topology is used, and in another, star topology is used. Connecting these topologies will result in a hybrid topology, ring topology, and star topology. Features of hybrid topology. It is a combination of two or topologies. Inherent to the advantages and disadvantages of the topology includes disadvantages. Reliable as error detecting and troubleshooting. is easy, effective, scalable as size can be increased easily, flexible. Disadvantage complex in design and costly. Here in the side we can observe the feature of hybrid topology. Computer protocols, transmission control protocol TCP, internet protocol IP, user datagram protocol UDP, post office protocol POP, simple mail transport protocol SMTP, file transport protocol FTP, hypertext transport protocol HTTP, hypertext transport protocol secure HTTPS, Telnet, and Gopher. Transmission Control Protocol (TCP) is a popular communication protocol which is used for communicating over a network. It divides any message into a series of packages that are sent from source to the destination, and then it gets reassembled at the destination. Internet Protocol IP is designed to explicitly as a addressing protocol. It is mostly used with TCP. The IP addresses is in packets helps in routing them through different nodes in a network units. It reaches the destination system. TCP/IP is the most popular protocol connecting the networks. User datagram protocol (UDP) is a substitute communication protocol to transport transmission control protocol implemented primarily for creating a loss tolerating and low latency linking between the different applications. Post office protocol POP POP3 is designed for receiving incoming emails. Simple email transfer protocol SMTP. SMTP is designed to send and distributing outgoing email. File transfer protocol FTP allows user to transmit files from one machine to another. Types of files may include program files, multimedia files, text files, and documents, etc. Hypertext transfer protocol HTTP is designed for transferring a hypertext among two or more systems. HTML tags are used for creating links. These links may be in any form like text or images. HTTP is designed a client-server principle which allows a client system for establishing a connection with the server machine. For making a request, the server acknowledges the request initiated by the client and responds accordingly. Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure HTTPS is abbreviated as Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure is a standard protocol to secure the communication among the two computers, one using the browser and another one fetching data from web server. HTTP is used for transferring data between the client browser request and the browser service response in the hypertext format. Same in case of HTTPS. Expect that the transferring of data is done in any encrypted format, so it can be said the HTTPS throughout hackers from interpretation of or modification of data throughout the transfer of packages. Telnet. Telnet is a set of rules designed for connecting systems with another. The connecting process here is termed as remote login. The systems which requests for connecting is the local computer, and the systems which accept the connection is the remote computer. Gopher. Gopher is a collection of rules implemented for searching, retrieving, as well as displaying documents from isolated sites. Gopher is also works as the client server principle. Concept relating to networking. Seven layers of the open system interface model: application layer, end user layers, HTTP, FTP, IRC, SSH, DNS, presentation layer, syntax layer, SSL, SSH, IMAP, FTP, MPG, JPG, sessions layer, synchronize and send to port, APIs and sockets, WinSAC, transport layer, end-to-end connections, TCP, UDP, network, packets, IP, ICMP, IPsec, IGMP, Data link frames, Ethernet, PPP, switch bridge, physical layer, physical structure, coaxial fiber, wireless hubs, repeaters. The Open System Interconnection (OSI) model defines the network framework to implement protocols in 7 layers. In the open system model, control is passed from one layer to the next layer. Starting at the application layer is one station and proceeding to the bottom layer over the channels to the next station and backup of hierarchy. The OS model is not tangible. There is really nothing to the OSI model. In fact, it's not even tangible. The OSI model does not perform any functions in the networking process. It is a connection of framework so we can better understand the complex interactions that are happening. The OSI model the OSI model takes the task internet working and divided that up to into what is referred to as a vertical stack that consists of the following 7 layers. Physical layer, first one, OSI model. Layer 1 conveys the extreme electrical impulses, light or radio signals through the network at the electrical and mechanical levels. It provides a hardware means of sending and receiving data, a carrier including defining cables, cords, and physical aspects. Fast Ethernet, RS-232, and ATM are protocols with physical layer components. Layer 1 physical examples includes Ethernet, FDDI, BX, JDS, V.35, V.24, and RJ45. Data link layer. At OSI model layer 2, data link packets are encoded and decoded into bits. It furnishes transmission protocols, knowledge and management and handles errors in the physical layer. Flow control and frame synchronization. Data link layer is divided into two sublayers: the media access control MAC layer and the logical link layer LLC layer. The MAC sublayer controls how a computer on the network gains access to the data and permissions the transmission. The LLC layer controls framework synchronization, flow control, and error checking. Layer 2 data link examples including a PPP, FDDI, ATM, IEI 802.5, 802.2, IEE 802.3, 802.2, HDLC, and frame relay. Network layer. Layer number 3. Paired switching and routing technology creating technology paths known as virtual circuits for transmitting data from node to node. Routing and forwarding are functions of this layer as well as addressing internet working, error handling, condition control, and packing system sequencing. Layer 3 networks examples include AppleTAC, DDP, IP, and IPX. Transport layer, layer number 4, OSI model layer number 4 provides transfer of data between the end systems or hosts and is responsible for end-to-end error recovery and flow control. It ensures complete data transfer. Fourth layer transport examples including SPX, TCP, UDP. Session number 5, sessions layer. This layer establishing manage and terminates connection between the applications. The session layer sets up to coordinates and terminates conversations, exchanges, and dialogues between the applications and each end. It deals with the sessions and connections coordination. Layer 1 Wi-Fi 7 examples include NFS, network based names, RPC, SQL.